What is up, you all? We are back with another Stranger Things Season 5 video, and today we just got an update with Stranger Things Season 5 from one of the main characters, being Gator Matarazzo, that is playing Dustin Henderson. This is very interesting. This is a lot of details about Stranger Things Season 5 that has me very much excited. I just can't take it, bro. I am so ready for Stranger Things Season 5. Like, this is my highlight of 2025. And it's a lot of things that's happening in 2025. Like, it's sad, but it is so exciting. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the end of something that is crazy, bro. Like, especially if you started Stranger Things when it first came out from season 1 to now. Like, we've grown with these characters. You know, Dustin Henderson, Mike, Lucas, Elle, Max, Steve. We've grown with them. So every little thing that happens in season 5 will hurt us, man, because we're so invested and attached to these characters. So this interview comes from the direct. They were interviewing Gator Matarazzo, and he touches on a lot of cool things about season 5. Starting off with him saying he's still the guy we know and love, but there is a context of that trauma and that weight of loss that seems to carry on with him through the early process of the season. And hopefully that's something that people like to see him grow through that arc and see him start to deal with the intense grief at a young age. I think a lot of people, myself included, can really resonate with and understand what that confusion and that rage can feel like, because it is an enraging thing to deal with. So I'm so stoked for people to see that. So he basically just talks about kicking up with season 5. It's going to be something where we're going to see the trauma and the grief what Dustin Henderson is going through after what happened to his buddy Eddie Munson. Now, everybody was just took on, you know, in a bad way when Eddie Munson passed away, just because we didn't get too much of Eddie Munson, but when we did get him, it was almost like too late because the character died. Now, he was like the big brother to Dustin and everything, and he was a part of Hellfire and stuff like that. We seen how it ended in season 4, you know, the things that was going on between Eddie Munson and Dustin Henderson, and then we see him just actually get took out. Now, I remember when Eddie told Dustin, hey man, be you, embrace yourself, and love that and never change, Dustin Henderson. Just him telling Dustin to never change was something that was so powerful that I'm pretty sure it's going to stick with Dustin, because, you know, Hellfire, they had their own little bubble, you know, playing D&D and things like that, and, you know, they thought that type of stuff was cool for them. And being that Eddie Munson lost his life and took that risk, I'm pretty sure, knowing Dustin Henderson and how much love he had for Eddie Munson in season 5, we're going to see a lot of scenes of him kind of just living on his legacy with Eddie Munson, like letting that legacy live through Hawkins, through Dustin Henderson. I feel like in season 5 we will see a lot of, you know, Eddie Munson and Dustin Henderson, and being that we see it through these photos with him with the Hellfire shirt on and everything, still having that energy, and him being himself like Eddie said before he passed away, which I think is very cool. Now, pushing forward, we also see that Dustin, you know, is going through a lot of bullying, possibly because of the neck part of his shirt is ripped, and then we see in a BTS video that Netflix released that he has bruises on his face like he's been being bullied, and I'm pretty sure it's been because of the aftermath of season 4. We saw that a lot of people thought that Eddie Munson wasn't a good guy. They were just almost just calling him just like this bad guy, and just having him be like this cold leader. He got posters of him on the wall, and none of it is true, so they're kind of just tarnishing his name. And I'm pretty sure that Dustin is trying to keep his legacy alive in a good way. We seen that at the end of season 4, he was talking to Eddie's uncle, Wayne Munson, and kind of telling him no one knew Eddie like I knew him. He was a good guy. You know, he was a very cool person and things like that. And I think it's going to be a lot of things like that. Why Dustin gets bullied is because he's going to try to save Eddie Munson's legacy while everybody else is on the opposite side that didn't know Eddie for real, especially like bullies and everything. They're going to be taking it out on Dustin because Eddie's no longer here, which is very sad. And we already have a lot going on in Hawkins that we're dealing with the aftermath of the gate splitting, the upside down and the real world merging together, Vecna still being out there in the universe of Hawkins, and we just have a lot going on while while Dustin has to still grieve for his friend, keep his legacy alive, and make sure that it does not get tarnished. So we're going to see possibly a different side of Dustin where he has to really still be himself, but also keep his friend's legacy alive and, you know, keep his head high through Hawkins and things like that, which I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot of emotional strings that will be pulled for us, because I don't know about you all, but I love Dustin Henderson, man. Like, he's just that energy that we need in this TV series. So to see him go through these situations with bullying and him trying to fight off like grief and all this rage that he has built up into him, like he just said, I think that it's going to be a journey through season 5 to see him go through this. Also, he says this, I think it's a different vibe for sure, because obviously things are a lot different going into this season comparatively to past ones. Whereas in the last season, season 4, we kind of see there are small victories around, in the sense that it seems like Vecna has been subdued. But also there's a big major loss where we see the rifts open throughout Hawkins. We see at the end of season 4, Hawkins is in real disarray. And so we're starting this season in the aftermath of that. So we just found out, which I pretty much already kind of knew, I think we all did, that season 5 was going to kick off right where it ended in season 4. So I'm pretty sure, like I've been telling you guys in previous videos, it will kick up, just kind of showing us the continuance, everything with Dustin, Vecna, the upside down in reality just merging with Hawkins, 11. I think everything's going to kick up for a couple of episodes, and then we might get a time jump to 88 or 89. And you guys know why I'm saying that if you watch my previous videos, but I'm thinking it's going to be a lot of time jumps in this season to kind of explain things and make things feel real, you know, balanced out. So I think, yeah, it's a cool thing to see the aftermath kick up, kind of see the state of mind that everyone is going through, because I don't think Dustin's going to be the only one going through things. You know, we still have 11, Max Mayfield, Lucas. We have a lot of things going on in Hawkins where I think a lot of people are going to have their own problems. So we're going to get a lot of these scenes where we're focusing on this problem, we're focusing on this problem, this problem, this problem, and, you know, towards the end everything meets up. But I think everyone's going to still be together, like the Duffers told us, the core of kids and everything, but they're going to only all have each other, you know, and just have these issues still going on while still trying to deal with Vecna. Like they just said, Vecna, he's still out there. Like, as of now, we don't know where he is, but he's coming. We know we have to still deal with this problem in the future, because he's not gone. He's still relevant at this point. Meanwhile, the upside down is merging with Hawkins, so we have to take care of this while also taking care of our own shit. So I think that season 5, like he says, is going to be a different vibe, which it's kind of scary, because sometimes different can be bad, sometimes different can be good, but knowing the Duffers and how much trust I have in these guys, I think different is going to be amazing in this situation, being that it's going to be a lot darker for sure, being also that how it ended with season 4 and everything with Max and Dustin and Eddie Munson. I think it's going to be a lot more darker than season 4, almost on that balanced board of horror and, you know, what we have in season 4. But pushing forward, I also think that what's going to happen in this season, with it being different, is everybody getting those arcs for the finale, you know what I'm saying, getting their story told personally. And I think that's going to be a good thing, because everyone is invested in different characters in their own way, you know what I'm saying. So I think with season 5, a lot of things with it being different is going to be great, just because we want to see a different side and different volumes of different characters that are our favorites, like Steve Harrington, Robin, Dustin, 11, Mike, Lucas, and possibly, you know, we're going to see a lot of different things with Mike, because he's kind of like the heart, like Will said. Possibly Will's going to be going through a lot with Vecna after what he said in season 4, how he still feels Vecna, he's connected to him. But also we're hearing things about, you know, Holly Wheeler possibly being the person that goes vanishing, just like Will Byers did in the earlier seasons episode, being called The Vanishing of Holly Wheeler. And I think that's where we're going to get another side of Mike, if that is true, or if something happens to Karen Wheeler, Nancy Wheeler, or 11. So it's going to be a lot of emotions in season 5. I feel like it's going to be things that we are not prepared for. We're all focusing on deaths. I think it's going to still be heartbreaking moments where death's not even involved. It's just straight hardcore emotions, you know what I'm saying? So overall, like what Dustin said, it's just real, just cemented and confirming the things that we speculated. And I just can't wait, man. I'm not ready for season 5, but I'm so excited, you know. Just saying that it's different and saying that, you know, season 4 already got their victories and stuff like that. And this time things is going to change. You know, people might die, you know, people might not make it, people might be stuck in their situation differently from where they were in season 4. And overall, like I said, I can't wait to see this side of Dustin, because it's going to feel more, I think it's just going to feel real, you know what I'm saying? Just him just going through these things with grief, and us emotionally attached to him and wanting to support Dustin through this last season. I think that it's going to be things that are very much highlighted with Dustin off of him losing Eddie Munson, and I can see them having another, you know, side of Dustin also with Steve Harrison, since, you know, he was very cool with Steve Harrison before he knew Eddie Munson, and now Eddie Munson's passed away. So I think a lot of people are going to have this soft spot for Dustin due to him having this grief and this rage inside of him. So overall, I am so excited for season 5. Comment down below what you guys think about everything that Gaten talked about with the character of Dustin and just season 5 in general. Are you loving the fact that we're kicking up right where it ended, and possible time jumps and things like that? And what do you think will happen in season 5? Comment down below, guys. And don't forget, the Welcome to Hawkins podcast will be here very soon as things start to snowball with the release of Stranger Things season 5. Unfortunately, this is the end of this crazy video. I want you all to hit me up on all my social medias at ILIKESCARY on every platform. Hit that like button on your way out. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that noti bell. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.